In my last video, we sent data like this right in the URL for everyone to see. But what if you need to send a 500 word post or like a user password in the URL? It is not right, like you can't just stick to that in a URL. Today, we are moving from a public URL to a professional data packaging. I'm going to show you how to use post mapping and Pydantic to send massive amounts of data safe and cleanly inside the request body. Like, the thing is, this is how the real world APIs are built. We use post mapping to build them. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the channel. You're watching Venu Xcode, and I'm Venu. If you're following this FastAPI series, you already know how to handle the path and the query parameters because we discussed that in our second video. But today is a big one, and it's also a bit different from the first video. We are hitting the post method. If you are new here, this is the FastAPI backend course. Subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and keep these masterclasses coming. Ready? So without a further ado, let's dive into the video. So as today is a different one, we need to make sure we have the setup ready. And you already know there's nothing much setup required for this video. I'll stop this terminal and let's create a new file called as post mapping.py. Let's say post.py. Post.py. And things to import, right? Let's import these. Sorry. Yeah, let's start from fast API. Let's import fast API and app equal to fast API. Give me a minute and I'll just say, yeah, this, okay, no problem. And now the thing is, I have said you that we are doing the post mapping right today. So let's understand, before diving into the real thing, let's understand what Pydantic is. See, if I open the Pydantic here, by, yeah, I'll zoom this thing. See this. Pydantic use it for type hint powering schema validations. It means when you define a schema, for example, fruit here, check this fruit here. The fruit has a name, a color, a weight, and a BASAM. So when we are using Pydantic schema like that, we will know that the entire data will be bundled together into that particular class. So that's the reason we use Pydantic there. So how to use Pydantic in our fast API? It's simple. Just write from Pydantic import base model. Okay, for example, think that you're creating a, like, you use a class or a fruit, let's say the fruit class of RUIT, and we need to import the base model here, base model. Okay, and then say for example the fruit has a name, right? Name, and it should be a string. You need to mention data type here. Without mentioning the data type here, don't know what is that name is. Okay, if you leave it like this name, it'll say an error. Why? It'll say name is not defined. So give a string, then it has a color, let's give a color, and say it's also a string, and say quantity, QUAN. So no, let's say price, and say it is integer. Okay, the thing is how to create things here. For example, they'll say, let's say apple, apple, apple equal to FRGO. You need to type as name equal to apple, comma, color equal to red, comma, price equal to 25. Okay, and if you can print apple and say uv run post.py. Why is it saying it's not found? Oh, sorry, it's fast API. Sorry, API. Yeah, yeah. It's, see, we are getting name equal to apple, color equal to red, price equal to 25, right? I'll zoom this thing. It'll be easy. Yeah. So this is how it works. So that we need. So entire information of this apple will be in a single variable. That is how Pydantic works. Okay, now how to get this into our fast API? Let us say for example, we are using this user. Okay, let's create a user class user. Okay, let's import the base model and say user had a name that can be a string, user has an age, that can be an integer, and user has an email ID, and that can be a string as well. Okay. Once when you create, you don't need to make a new variable in this side because everything handled on the URL side, right? So write a post mapping here. If I say that app dot, in the past videos we'll be using app dot get, right? In the same way, we need to use post there. Post is to post the information via the URL. Post of, let's say, slash add hyphen user. Okay, and let's write a function now. Def add user, and we need to give a path parameter here. Path by the query parameter. It's a query parameter. What the query parameter is user, and the type of the query parameter is user again. The user which we created now, and then say for example, uh, let's already also create a database. For example, say db equal to some array. It can be a list, for example, for our use case. Now let's say, since we have the details ready, we'll say db dot append user, and then say return, uh, let's say f string user, username added, succe full. Okay. For our convenience, I can also create a get method, so it'll be easy. App dot get users, and def get users. Let's say return, uh, the number of users are length of db. Okay. Now let's actually run this thing. Uv run fast API dev post.py. So it is ready, and let's head to that. Yeah. This is the old one. Let's refresh now. See, we got two things. One is add user, and another is get users. Let's say, like, let's test our code because we don't know really like how many users are currently in the database, but we know it is zero. Let's check that is that really giving zero or not. Just try this, click it, try it out. It's not as sorry. I'm saying we need to get the users right now. So click the try it out button here and execute. It will see the number of users are zero. Okay, we call this URL here and it says the number of users are zero. Let's try adding the users again. Go to the post add user method, click, and then say in the schema, for example, name, let's say Venu, my age is 22, and let's say string is test at the rate gmail.com. Okay, and we'll be clicking the execute button. Once this is done, if you can see, we'll be getting response body user Venu added successfully. It means it's saying that there is a user in your database called Venu which is added successfully. But let us check now because we already tested this get user and it says we had zero users in the previous before this function call. Now let's check again. Let's say, array execute again now. Now see, it is saying the number of users are one. It means it worked. Yes, it worked. It is storing your information now. Okay, this is how the post mapping works. It is used to send data privately to your call easily, all in a single state. Okay. Now I'll say a bit more complex thing. Let's say, for example, the user already had address field, like how to nest fields in a single field. Let's say there is a method. There's a class called address address, and it is a base model as well. And this class will have, let's say, not these many, and I'll say it's city and state are fine. Okay, and now you just need to say address address, and that should be address. That's it. And when you check here and give a refresh, And see, let's check again, like how many users are there for us with us. Let's say try it out and execute. No, zero, because we are creating it. It is not like a pure database. It is a memory type database. The memory, we have reset the function, so it will be called stating it as zero. Okay. Now let's actually uh, add a user. Click the tryout button and see. Now you will be having address and you'll have city and state as well. Say like my name is Venu again. The age is 22 and test at the rate gmail.com, and cities we called Hyderabad and state is Telangana. Okay, and click execute. It will say user Venu added successfully. Okay, and when we check again here, execute, it will say the number of users are 1. So this is all about the Pydantic and post mapping. And in this video, you have seen how to really post the data. I mean, push the data to the URL. And in the next video, you will see how to receive the data. I mean, how to really accept the data in the same format as how we are sending the data. So thank you all. Hope you like the video. And if you have any doubts, please ping me in the comments and I'll be responding to that. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. And this is your Venu signing out. Keep coding.